These protesters in Nasiriya have defied bullets, kidnappings, infiltration attempts, and most recently, the threat of penalties if they continued their civil disobedience. We are the men of Nasiriya, and if the protest squares need us, we will be there every day, they chant. After the announcement of Mohammed Tawfiq Alawi as Iraq's prime minister designate earlier this month, authorities and followers of the powerful Shia cleric Muqtada al-Sadr tried to end the protests, at times using force. But while turnout has decreased elsewhere, Nasiriya's people have persevered.
We have not reached our aims. We do not want a controversial prime minister. We want someone from our protest movement who understands the suffering that Iraqis went through.
There's no shortage of grievances here. Dhikar is one of Iraq's most marginalized provinces. Nearly half of its population lives in poverty. Like Mohammed Abbas, many young people don't have stable jobs. He says he's been in the central Haboubi Square since day one, cooking meals for protesters.
There are some Iraqi men who can't even buy a cigarette or a sandwich. Iraq has so many resources, and yet young men can't cobble together 1,000 dinars.
Over the past weeks, however, several people have offered him jobs if he agreed to give up the cause.
Many groups came to us offering us jobs so we would abandon our tents and the revolution, but we refused. I don't know when I'll die. I was threatened many times, but so far they haven't succeeded. The revolution ends in either death or victory.
Nasiriya has given birth to many political movements, and its people have been at the forefront of many uprisings against the British occupation, Saddam Hussein's regime, the 2003 American invasion, and most recently, the fight against ISIL. It seems to be this revolutionary mindset, coupled with the moral and armed support from the tribes, that has turned this city into the bastion of the protest movement. Nasiriya has also put forth a candidate for prime minister in what many, until now, have called a leaderless movement.
I was graduated.
Ala al-Rikabi, a pharmacist, has been nominated by a committee of protest leaders as an alternative to Prime Minister-designate Alawi. After many threats and assassination attempts, he sleeps in a different location every night.
At least 4 or 5 times I could be dead by direct bullets. I don't know why I am still alive till now. To be a prime minister for anyone, it needs you to be strong, to be extremely courage, to face what we call it the political mafias, the political militias.
In an attempt to meet protesters' demands, Prime Minister-designate Alawi reached out to Rikabi and other protest leaders to offer them positions in his cabinet.
We say no, we will not be a part of your cabinet. You do not represent the Iraqi people. You came supported by the same forces from inside the parliament. They change the face, but they did not change the principles.
Rikabi says he wants to focus on building a political movement that can contest the next elections, a long and tedious road towards the systemic change that protesters have demanded. Whether or not the people of Nasiriya endure in the streets until then, protest leaders here are adamant that the seeds for future change have been laid. Simona, Foltyn, Al Jazeera, Nasiriya.